Oh! Do the baby Yoda magic hand dance, cause I can dance. Woo! Do the baby Yoda magic hand dance, cause I can dance with me. All right, we'll let the baby do the magic hand dance. Let the baby do the singing.
Yeah, no
Welcome, everybody. 1,000 welcomes. I'm fresh back from Canada. Yeah! Woo! Yeah! I'm your host, Eric Walker, and sitting behind me, not behind me, beside me.
Captain Rick, behind you.
Well, you're beside me.
Beside you.
Welcome, everybody. Yes, welcome. Yes, I'm energized today. I'm excited because we got a lot of stuff to talk about.
That's unusual.
So let's do this. Ready?
Anytime you are.
Oh, I'm fresh. I'm fresh back from Canada. I was in London, not London, England. I was in London, Canada, which is quite far from Toronto, I found out. It was like 120 miles or something like that, which was crazy far. I had no idea, but I had a great time. I'm going to have a video later of us. I took my drone with us. So I'm going to have drone footage around the London area in Canada, and I'll share that on YouTube, I guess. Mm-hmm. So how was your week, Captain Rickster?
It was good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
Well, it was freezing. I mean, not freezing. It was cold, but I had a great time. We did some traveling this week,
a little bit,
which is good. Yes. We had some great sales this week too.
Always thank the Lord.
Thank the Lord. That's true.
Yeah.
And, it's just an average week.
Yeah,
there's nothing really spectacular except for Friday we went to the movies. That was the best part.
We went and saw Wakanda Forever, and we're going to talk about that on today's show.
Yep.
Again, if this is the first time you ever ran across allforsci-fi.com, please hit the subscribe button below. Hit the notification bell on Facebook or YouTube. That way, you know, every time we go live. We go live every week, and sometimes we have gifts as well. Yep. So this week, we're going to be talking about Wakanda Forever. Yep. We're also going to talk about Star Wars Andor, Episode 10, which a lot of people are saying is the best Star Wars people have seen since Star Wars first came out.
Right.
This last episode. And we're also going to talk about Star Trek Prodigy, which is the Nickelodeon show, and also a new feature we're doing now on our show is we're talking about this. We're going to actually be doing taking Fennec Shan here, and we're going to be doing an unboxing. And this is Fennec Shan from Star Wars: The Book of Boba Fett. So we'll be unboxing Fennec Shan. We'll be giving a review about Fennec Shan on today's show as well. And this is from the Black Series. It's a 6-inch. And that's one of my favorite characters in the Star Wars universe. Big crush. But Anybody that knows me knows why, right?
Yep, we know why.
Yeah.
We definitely know
So
why.
you want to take a look at that, but we're gonna do not open it yet, but we're gonna go ahead and be talking about it.
Yeah, we're gonna actually talking about it. Yeah, be nice.
So
Once she's single.
so let's talk also about what's coming up sci-fi news wise. What's coming out? What's coming up sci-fi wise here? Coming up soon that we need to talk about. Next weekend, big announcement. We're going to be at Designer Con.
That's true.
So, which is in Anaheim. And Designer Con, in case you don't know what Designer Con is it's about toys like these, like here's Star Wars Andor, but it's people that are doing their own design. So it could be
their own version of it.
Their own version, not just their own version, but it could be mashups. Like, sometimes they'll do Boba Fett with Rocky Balboa, or RoboCop with, I guess Darth Vader, or whatever they do. It's mashups of different stuff, different movies, shows, characters, whatnot. And it's Designer Con. Is it next weekend? I think it's next
this coming week, not this weekend, but next weekend.
Next weekend, not this. Well, this weekend's almost over. We're halfway through it. Saturday, so but it's next Saturday and Sunday. Will be Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We're going to be there, and I'll probably be there as a guest as well. So I'll bring pictures from Star Wars Celebration assigned. So I might have a special gift, a special present. I'm working on it. I can't promise it's going to be there, but I might have Mace's blaster for sale there. But
we're working on it.
We're working on it. I don't know if I'm going to get it done in time. Someone did a 3D print of Mace's blaster from Caravan of Courage, the Ewok movies. So we'll see if we could get it and have it available. As always, we'll be hanging out with Dollar Slice.
That's right.
Dollar Slice Bootlegs, our good friend John, and we'll be having a great time there.
Mm-hmm.
Also, we were invited to go to LA Comic Con.
That's right.
So we'll be covering LA Comic Con. It's in December.
First weekend
of December. So we invite everybody to come in and see us at LA Comic Con. In between then, what we got coming out next? I guess The Way of Water Avatar is coming out next month. What else is coming out?
Basically, that's it for really anything really, really special.
Right.
Isn't there should be maybe there's some TV shows coming out.
Well, I mean, we're going to be reviewing The Peripheral. We've been watching that. So we're going to be reviewing that here soon.
Yep.
What else?
It's really good. If you haven't seen it, you need to watch it.
The really Peripheral. Good. Oh my Lord, it's amazing so far. And so we're going to be talking about that and other things. Of course, we're going to be talking about Prodigy.
Andor.
And Andor only has 2 more episodes left.
Yeah, they finished at Thanksgiving time.
Right. What's coming after that? Do we know?
No, I don't. I thought maybe the Bad Batch was coming up, but I haven't seen anything yet.
Right. Looks like we got some spammer on here.
Yeah, we got a spammer on here.
Talking about girls chat. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Let's girls 18. Sorry, but this is not what this is for, guys. We're gonna block you now and get rid of this.
Yeah.
Now, sorry about that, guys, for the girls chat lady.
Mm-hmm.
So let's block them and delete them. Oh, Darth Sidious is here. Hey, Darth Sidious. Darth. Welcome. Hey, looking forward to the DesignerCon coverage. If it is, thank you.
Oh,
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we're excited about that, the DesignerCon stuff coming up and everything else.
It should be really good.
So we're excited about all that.
Yeah, we got a few friends there we like to keep in contact with.
Yeah. Okay, so what do you want to talk about first?
Let's talk about Prodigy first.
Prodigy.
Yes. Let's say the best for last.
Okay.
And that's not Andor.
Wow. I don't know if it's Andor or not. Okay, so yeah, the things we're going to do first, we're going to do Star Trek Prodigy.
Mm-hmm.
After that, we have Star Wars Andor, and we have Wakanda Forever, which we saw yesterday. And we're going to be doing this unboxing as well of Fennec Shan, the Black Series.
Mm-hmm.
One of my favorite characters now in Star Wars for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
So I'm a little biased. Okay.
He's in love.
She is cute, but don't let my wife see this.
I won't.
Yeah. Wait, honey, did you see this on Facebook? I'm sorry, you're the best.
That's right.
No, it's okay. If she sees guys that she likes, she tells me, and oh, that person's and in Vietnamese it's Dep Chai Wa. Oh, that person's Dep Chai Wa. Do you think they're very comfortable in their skin, Vietnamese people? And I say, oh yeah, he is cute. Yeah, that's great. You said he was cute. I don't care. It should be that way. It should be have a healthy relationship. So I'm trying to remember this Prodigy episode. Go ahead, Captain Richter. You start. I'm trying to remember it right now. Don't tell me you're drawing a blank too.
I'm trying to remember the name of it.
You're the one that had us. You don't need to remember the name, but you're the one that told us that you wanted us to start with it. So, Jesus. The blind leading the blind.
I know here today I'm speechless because usually I don't start first. They usually Mouth of the South there does.
Right.
Actually, it was really good. They did it's all worlds. I think it was called. It's about them going to this M-class planet to check it out to see because they got a distress signal from them. They have been even no one's been there for over 100 years, so it's kind of
hard, yes
hard for them to accept that.
This is what happens. Okay, they get a distress signal, and they go to this planet, and the last person that was there from the Federation was Captain James T. Kirk.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
100 years ago.
Like 100 years ago. So, and they had decided, let's give the rating for this episode of Star Trek Prodigy, the latest episode. All for sci-fi, we have a rating system of 0 to 5 stars. 5 stars is the best. If it's 3 stars or less, we don't recommend streaming it. This week's official all for sci-fi rating of Star Trek Prodigy, this week's episode gets an official rating of, I'm going to give it 4.5 stars. What do you give it, Captain Richter?
I like this one here. I thought it was pretty
I did
cool.
too. I think they're getting better, in my opinion.
I'm going to give it a 4.65.
Ooh, okay.
I thought it was really good, especially when they're trying to imitate the characters of Spock and Captain Kirk and Dr. Sulu. I mean, not Dr. But you mean
Sulu. One of them was called Sulu. I remember.
Yeah, and then also one of them was Bones, trying to play him. It was actually pretty good characters, and especially when they did their little play scene when they did all the reenactment of what had happened and how they came about and all that stuff, and then they talked about the monster.
Well, yeah. What was interesting is how they called them, and they called them instead of Starfleet, they called them Starflight, which is because instead of Starfleet. And the one guy who was playing James T. Kirk, and when they were doing that little show, he was named James T. after James T. Kirk, and he sounded kind of like James T. Kirk. Yeah. He kind of did that thing where he's exaggerating everything, right? Kind of like Captain James T. Kirk. So maybe not with the eyes, but you kind of like exaggerated everything.
Yeah, and we'll be seeing him next weekend.
LA Comic Con. No, he's that's the thing at LA Comic Con. William Shatner is gonna be there, so that's gonna be fun.
$130 a ticket.
Yeah, $135. That's pretty good for him.
Yeah. Maybe
that's not bad.
It's gone down in price.
I'd expect him to be 200 or more. He's like
he used to be.
He's a legend.
Oh yeah, Star Trek.
Rick. William Shatner is a legend, not just in Star Trek. He had a lot of TV shows. Remember, he had the T.J. Hooker. He had a whole bunch of them.
Yeah, he was a hooker, all right. Keep on talking.
Remember, he had all those shows. He had quite a few shows, remember?
Yeah, he was also in the original, what was that TV show? They did a remake of it.
I'm surprised he's only $135, but the guy did a great impersonation of James T. Kirk and all of them, and the gallows was they kept calling it the gallows where the monster was in the gallows, right? And the gallows was, they come to find out it wasn't the gallows, it was the Galileo little racer shuttlecrafts, yeah. And it was leaking plasma, which was caused inside this volcano, which was causing all this.
Making people sick.
Yes, it caused all of that.
Through the cave, made people sick and stuff.
So it was an interesting, this well-written, really well
Yeah, it
written
was.
Star
Oh,
Trek
it was.
Prodigy, and it does seem to be getting better.
Oh, yeah.
It feels less kids like this last couple episodes.
That's right. Yes.
You know, even though it is Nickelodeon, it is a kids show, I'm starting to like it more. I mean, it's not like an adult version like, you know, Star Trek Lower Decks.
Yeah, well, that's
It's not like that, but the show itself is getting better and better and better. So they end up basically finding out that this in the Gallows, it's not the Gallows, it's the
Galileo.
Galileo shuttlecraft,
Yeah.
and they ended up working together to get rescued. And in the end, you know, they leave them. The people. Oh, they recruited the people, and then Janeway took the Protostar ship and made it
Into the
had the same bridge as the
yeah.
original Enterprise,
Right.
so
Exactly.
that they could operate it, and they were good at it. They
Oh,
were a
yes,
good
they
crew.
were.
They helped
Yeah.
save the day, so that was pretty cool.
They knew what they were doing on the old Enterprise.
Yeah, no, it well, that's from the generation that they're at,
Yeah.
and what had happened was Kirk and Spock and all of them thought that they weren't ready.
Yeah, I weren't ready
They
yet.
weren't. They made first contact, but they felt that they weren't ready to become a part of the Federation at that point.
Yeah.
So that's good.
No, that was good. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's it for Star Trek Prodigy. It's a
Yeah.
short. It's short, and it's a short review. So
Yeah. Unfortunately, they left their shuttlecraft there, but
yeah. So what else are we talking about? Okay, so you want to go right into Andor
yeah.
while we're at it, and while we're doing after we do Andor, we'll
We're
go
gonna
ahead
start
and
with yeah.
we'll go ahead and open up this 6-inch figure of Fennec
Mhm.
Shan while we're doing that. Okay, but let's go ahead and get into
Andor. Andor was awesome.
guys.
This was really awesome.
Wow.
No, well beyond the words.
The writing, the dialogue, the intensity, it was very intense. It reminded me, other than that one episode when they first did that, where they stole the money, this is by far, this might be my favorite episode. If not, it's my second favorite. But as far in terms of acting, in terms of dialogue and writing, it for sure is the best episode of the entire season.
Yeah.
Of course, as you know, let's give the rating right away. Official All for Sci-Fi rating of Star Wars Andor Episode 10 is 5 stars. It's the highest rating we could give. What do you give it, Captain Rickster?
Oh, I'll go higher. 5.
You can't go higher.
5 plus plus plus. Where's my friend Mike at? He's usually agrees with me on that.
Yeah, that's true.
One.
But
Yes,
I'm
it's definitely a 5-star plus.
this basically it became the episode where he gets out,
Yeah,
where they take over.
which is really good.
I think it's I'm trying to remember. They kept shouting, and I wonder if that's the name of the episode.
Shouting.
Well, they were shouting "one
Yeah.
for all" or whatever the what.
And hopefully they all got saved.
Well, that'd be curious if
Yeah.
they got saved.
But last time we saw them, they were running
Right.
for their lives. So we'll just have to wait and see on next episode, see what happens from there.
Trying to find the name of
that
it.
planet.
Yeah, we don't know what happened to Andy Serkis's character because he can't swim. We found out at the end of it.
That's true. That was funny. I thought he could swim, but I guess not.
Trying to see if I could find the name of it real quick.
Hopefully that pool they were jumping into is nice and warm.
Oh, One Way Out.
Oh, that's right. One Way Out.
One Way Out's the name of that episode. It's going to be forever. I want to see it again and again and again. I mean, after I saw it, I want to watch it again. That's how good that episode of Star Wars Andor One Way Out was.
Yep.
It was very intense. It's just it's getting more intense. Even the scene with Mon Martha when she met that crook about how to move her money.
Oh, yeah.
And he was like trying to get his son hooked up with his daughter.
She's 13, he's 14.
Because that's the way they have arranged marriages still, apparently, and with their people, the Chandrella people or whatever. And she's definitely not a fan of it, even though she was set up with her husband.
Yeah, she's against it.
Well, she was shaking. She was so intense, so upset about it, because she does not want that way for her daughter.
Nope.
That was pretty intense. All of it was pretty intense, actually.
But it was really a great TV show this time. I mean, they pulled the
It's
stumps
not
out.
that any of it, all of it's good. It's just,
Yeah, all of it is good.
it's what we want. We didn't know we wanted,
Yeah,
and it's definitely well written. It drags a little bit in spots. We got 2 more episodes left. Hopefully, somehow we keep the intensity, or at least some action in these next 2 episodes. It's got to be a different arc because that
yeah,
ended that arc, right?
that's right. Now we have a
So
different arc with the next 2 episodes.
so what happened right at the end? He's on the beach and running away with, and another person's with him. So how many people died swimming?
Who knows?
Yeah, who knows?
How many? Because they all went different directions
They did.
on that too.
They did.
So
And what happened to, did that other guy go back, or did he get out too, or
who knows?
is he going to be there forever? Um
Or do they kill him?
yeah. So, yeah. It did have a satisfying,
Yes, it did.
it did, and Darth is talking about the conclusion
Mhm.
of this, and I agree that it had a really, it did have a great conclusion.
Yeah, they become rebels, all right, at the end. That
Yeah, and
was
it
a
would,
good
yeah,
thing.
it would make sense. Well, I hope that Andy Serkis is a great character.
Yeah,
You
it is.
know, I hope he does get out and he becomes a rebel
Mhm.
somehow. That would be great. And that dialogue when the um the guy who's the head of everything, um Stellan Skarsgård,
Uh huh.
he's when he was
Hey,
doing,
Stan.
hey Stan, what's up? I hear you got snow there. Finally, snow in Canada. Woohoo! And I just got back from Canada. See, I'm wearing my Canada hat. So, yeah, it would make sense if Kino, I think his name is Kino.
I think so.
I remember the character's name. There's so many new characters. Trying to
Yeah,
remember them
there
all.
was. Yes.
But yeah, it was definitely, it was like Shakespeare being delivered again. That he was so good at that speech about what's it mean to him, you know.
Right.
Thank you, Stan. I had a great time. I'm going to do a video about my trip to Canada because I took my drone with me. So I was flying around London, and I'm going to upload some video later on the channel. But I had a good time. It was 74 degrees in London, Canada when I was there. It's like, and they kept talking on the news about how this was unusual weather, very, very mild weather for Canada. It's not normal how warm it was, but I understand it's changed even since we left. I think on Thursday or Friday they were getting snow flurries, and like you're getting snow now too, so probably it makes sense. But we're talking about we're trying to wrap up our review of this week's episode of Star Wars Andor, and we gave it a 5-star rating, of course.
Yep.
Everybody's talking about it. Had a great conclusion, very
Mhm.
intense. It was spot on everywhere.
Yeah.
So that's right, you're west. That's
Yeah.
right.
West of Toronto.
Yeah. Um, so I can't wait to see what's coming out. We got 2 more episodes left.
Yep.
We'll see. It's just getting better. So I hope it keeps going down that route.
Oh,
We
yeah.
love it. That's it basically, other than give too much more about that episode. Let's keep it short and sweet, unless you got something else to say. What was your favorite part of the episode, Captain Rickster?
Oh, my favorite part was when he tried to get what's his name to jump off with the water, and he went swimming, and then after that he was on the beach running, whereas him and the other guy was running for his life on that beach.
Okay,
the beach,
right near the end.
right near the end. Yeah, that was good. Well, actually, all the scenes were great. That was the best part of it, the whole thing.
Yeah. Well, Darth Sidious is talking about the one of the prison characters from Andor named Melshi actually appears in Rogue One later. So it's cool to see that they have those connections
as well.
Yeah, that makes sense that a rebel, he helped get them out. Why
Right.
not? Okay.
Yeah.
So 2 more episodes. Okay. So we started a new feature on All for Sci-Fi on a weekly webcast. Captain Rickster says it so I get caught up on my unboxings.
That's right.
I'm gonna plead the fifth, and I'm not gonna say if that's true or
You
not.
haven't seen how many things he's
But
gonna do.
what I want to do is I want to share with you guys some of the unboxings and do them live on our show. So this week, Captain Rickster and I decided on Fennec Shan. This is from the Book of Boba Fett. This is a 6-inch Black Series episode. not episode, I mean toy. So
Episode toy.
episode toy, but from the Book of Boba Fett. So we're gonna go ahead and open this and talk about it and give it a review. This is the unboxing of Fennec Shen, also played by Ming-Na Wen.
His new girlfriend.
Don't keep saying that. My wife's gonna get mad.
Bad Rick.
Was there nothing that would float on the entire base? It was like the watching end of Titanic.
That's definitely true.
That's true. That's true. But here is Fennec Shen.
But I like how all the guards were hiding when those guys all rebelled.
So Fennec Shen, here it is. Let's try to
Bunch
open
of
this up
chickens.
to get a better view of it. Darth Sidious is saying his favorite was a monologue that Lutheran gave about his his sacrifice.
Oh, yeah.
And why there is a rebellion. Yes, that was my favorite, because Captain Richard's talking about the beach thing. My favorite, because you heard me say that right before that. I didn't say it was my favorite, but that's my favorite too, Darth Sidious, is when Lutheran was talking about his sacrifice. I felt like I was listening to Shakespeare. I mean, it was so brilliant.
Shakespeare with him.
So that was my favorite. Here's Fennec open.
I think he was a Shakespearean actor too.
Well, I think he's British, right? So
British? No, he's Swedish.
is he? What's the difference?
British and Swedish?
Yeah.
Two different countries.
Well, they're both from Europe, right?
Both from Europe. Both have
Jesus,
different-
why should I say something like that? Of course they're different. Duh.
Both have different
Okay, here.
languages.
Okay, let's focus on this now. We're focusing on Fennec Shen.
Mhm.
But yeah, that was my favorite. Wow, that does look a lot like Ming-Na Wen.
Yeah. You did a pretty good likeness of her.
This is neat, this little thing right here.
Mm-hmm. Elbow pad.
Little elbow pad thing. She's got a nice belt here. See the belt here with the little, that's nice. Little looks like a
Mhm.
communicator or something. She's got a really nice ponytail too. See her ponytail?
Yep.
It's interesting. Interesting. Doesn't feel like hair though. Let's see, her head moves. Pretty comfortable, pretty easy. Again, nice likeness.
Mhm.
I shouldn't have opened it. I should have left it and had her sign it, because she's going to be at LA Comic Con.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to get another one to have her sign it. Let's try.
We'll find her.
Yeah, that moves pretty good articulation. Let's try yeah, really nice. Her hands move really nice. Let's try her legs.
Oh, she definitely knows how to kick you.
Well, yeah, she's a deadly assassin. You don't want to mess with her.
That's true.
Yeah, I mean, really good movement, even down to her shoes. Well, their shoes don't move that much. Okay. Yeah, she's even here. She's got some sort of thing up here. Looks like it might be some sort of for communication as well. There's other accessories. I'm going to get these out, and I'm going to move this over to Captain Rickster so he could look at it while I'm doing this.
Oh,
It
yeah.
seems stuck here. Hold on. There we go.
Oh, she got good knee movement too. On this. So, oh yeah. Oh, nice.
Sorry about the loud noise. But here is here we go.
Oh, your upper body moves too, real good.
That is her assassin's weapon. Look at that. It even has a really nice scope. So if she wants to take you out from far away, she can. And I like how on her costume, how this is even has like an orange highlights like on her costume here.
Okay.
See how her costume has orange there and orange
I can
there,
stand up.
but orange even here on her. She's really, whoa, she's in fashion, isn't she?
It's her belt and all that stuff. that goes
But
with
everything,
the
even
weapon.
her gun, her belt on her gun is fashionable. And this is her helmet. This
Yeah,
assassin's
that's the
helmet.
Yeah.
So, oops.
Don't
it
lose
fell.
parts now.
Oh, I wanted to put her helmet on. Let's go ahead and put her helmet on. Let's see, make sure it fits good. There she is. Look out. Look out. I'm going to get you. And yes, she is an awesome figure. Look at her. Okay. At All for Sci-Fi, we have a rating system on toys too. 0 to 5 stars. 5 stars is the best toy. Highly recommended. If it's three stars or less, we don't recommend going out and purchasing the toy. This Book of Boba Fett Fennec Shan 6-inch Black Series gets an official All for Sci-Fi rating of, I'm going to give it 4.25 stars. It's not 5-star material, but it's pretty good. At least 4.25. What do you think, Captain Rick? Let me give it to you, and you can take a look real quick. Yes, I agree with you. It is awesome, Stan.
Yeah, I think I'll give it a 4.0.
4.0. Okay, a little less than me.
Yeah.
I gave it 4.25.
It's nice.
Of course, my opinion's biased. Let me see. Darcidius is talking about Stellan Skarsgård again. Indeed, from Sweden.
Yes, I know you're from Sweden.
Powerful actor.
His last name is Sweden.
Yeah, his. Well, it's definitely. Yeah, I would say he's right up there with Alec Guinness.
Yeah.
Do the knees bend? Do the knees bend?
Yeah, the knees do bend. Yes, so does the waist. I tried both. Don't lose the gun or the weapon.
It does bend. See?
Yes.
So she could get in that position.
Even the waist bends too. I tried all that stuff.
Yeah, the knees do bend. So she could get in that sniper position like you're talking about. Okay, so there you have it. There is our rating and our unboxing for this week. How do I feel about the price increases since we're doing unboxings?
They're ridiculous.
Well, it depends on which series you're talking about. I think that the price increasing on the smaller figures is too much. I think it was okay if they raised it a little bit on the bigger figures, like the Star Wars 6-inch series, the Black Series. I'm okay with spending a few more dollars more. But on the smaller figures, they don't cost as much to produce. Again, inflation's going up, guys, so I get it. Maybe now's not the time to have a price increase, especially when inflation is hitting everybody's pocketbook. So I get people being upset about that, but I'm okay with it a few more dollars on the 6-inch, but the other ones, I think that they should have kept them at the same price point. So we'll see. We'll see what they do in the future here. Again, these things are all collectibles. If they're limited edition runs or they make mistakes, they become more valuable later in the future. Mm-hmm. A good example of that is when they spelled Luke Skywalker wrong. Yep. Oh, yeah. So if you got that version of Luke Skywalker spelled wrong, it's probably worth more money because later they released it with the correct spelling. The newer figure has the correct spelling on it. And there was one limited edition that they did, which had some clone figures that I have. It's a special action figure set of with the blue ones, the blue Clone Wars, and I think it has Echo and a couple other ones in there. And that one I bought for like $40, and now it's worth over $150. So they could be good investments as well. So I would look at it as investments too. So keep one of them and don't open it. Mm-hmm. I have another Fennec Shan actually. I know I didn't say that earlier, but I have another one, which I could have her sign because I always keep one that I don't unbox later for my collection. Okay, so anything else, Captain Rexer? Or let's move on to Wakanda Forever! Yes. Wakanda Forever! Wakanda Forever! Is it forever? Sure,
no,
why?
That's not forever.
Sure, why not? Let's go ahead and start off with the official All for Sci-Fi rating of Wakanda Forever. As you know, it's 5 stars being the best, 3 stars. We don't recommend you go to the movie theater and see it. In this case, I think that you should probably see Wakanda Forever in IMAX so that you get the most enjoyment out of it with all the special effects and stuff. And it's always better to see that in IMAX. But the official All for Sci-Fi rating of Wakanda Forever is, I'm going to give it 4.30 stars. What is your opinion, Captain Rickster?
Oh, I'm going to go 4.50.
Ooh, he gave it a higher rating than me.
Of course.
Okay. Look, you got the floor. Why did you give it a higher rating? And then I'll tell you why I lowered it a little bit.
I enjoy. Well, I know why you lowered it.
Well,
I like the
let me tell that. You tell me why you gave it a rating.
I like the whole concept of what was going on
What
with it.
was the concept?
Well, they had to change. They had to get a new Black Panther, a new leader. Unfortunately, the person who actually played it would have had a whole complete different scenario of the outlook of the movie. But they had to do the best what they could on it. So it was good. It was pretty good for girl power. I liked it that much.
And again, I really like this movie too. I mean, the special effects are great.
Oh yes,
The action was good.
Oh yes.
The technology's fun. But my biggest problem with Wakanda Forever is they took a side character who was King T'Challa's sister, and they made her the Black Panther. And I mean, everybody's gonna hate. Everybody's gonna hate me for this. Everybody's gonna hate me for saying this. And it's not a sexist thing. And it's not. It's not. I'm all for woman power, very much so. I praise my wife all the time. She's a very strong woman, very independent. I think women need to be that way. But my problem is they took what was this character that was this nerd. I loved her character in the first Black Panther movie. How she was the techie. She was able to do this tech with the technology, and she was the nerd, and she was the cool and the super hip, and that was okay. Even if she's fighting too alongside her brother, that was cool. I'm not upset about any of that. I'm not. It's okay, but why make her the Black Panther when she had such a great? Her character was so great the way it was. That was my problem, and the way she was moving was that were not very realistic. The action sequences that she had with what's that character's name? Namor. Namor. And it was very convincing the way he was beating the crap out of her. Then suddenly she was doing the same thing with a little effort. But when you saw Namor do it, it was like strong power, boom, boom, boom. And then when she's doing it, it's like, but it's knocking him all around. So it's and again, it has nothing to do with sexism. It has to do with who we are as gender defined adults. And like when my wife pinches me, it doesn't hurt. But when I not even pinch her, I touch her like this. Oh, I'm in so much pain. Oh my God, you almost died.
Exaggeration of
that is how women are. And again, I'm not exaggerating. I barely touch her, and I'm not doing it on purpose. And I don't consider myself a strong man, Captain Rickster, because I'm a nerd.
Oh, you're stronger than I am.
I still don't consider myself like I'm not some tough man. I'm not. That's not my role.
That's not your style, no.
It's not. It's also not my role. And with her, I want to be soft and gentle. But just playing back with her, I accidentally hurt her. It's the same. I felt like that when I was watching Wakanda Forever. It's like, what's going on here? Now, if she used her technology, right, to do it to beat him, then I would have no problem with it. It's like she's got this great.
Well, she did use some of her technology.
She was given his strength because she got the strength of the Black Panther.
I'm talking about though, she also used her technology too because
she did.
She had to dry him out.
She also she did do that, and they also helped with the technology to make the other people so they couldn't breathe as well.
That's right, yeah.
Underwater. So I mean,
she did use some of her technology.
Hey, I'm giving it a great review. I still gave it over a 4, 4 rating. I just don't think those are a couple things made me go a little bit. But as you know, I'm very optimistic. I'm the glass half full kind of guy. I give everything decent ratings almost. Except for that movie with Jennifer Lawrence. Remember that sci-fi movie they did where there were passengers or something? That was like the worst movie I've ever seen.
Yeah. Well, actually, no. Lucy was another one.
Lucy, yeah. I don't remember Lucy, but the Passengers movie, I really remember that.
That was really bad.
Yeah. And that, hey, Darth Sidious just said exactly. You took the words right out of my mouth. Because of the situation, shoehorning characters into different roles make it feel unnatural at times. That's why I think it hurts movies sometimes and breaks the flow of the story.
That's what happened.
And then the end credit scene showed where they may go with it in the future because King T'Challa had a son who's now a Prince T'Challa too. So maybe later he'll be the Black Panther.
Yeah, well, that'll be number 3. So we'll see.
So that would be fine, and I'm okay with her being the head or the queen. I want her to be the queen of
Yeah,
Wakanda.
She's supposed to be the queen of Wakanda,
and she should be the ruler. That's not the problem. I just, it just changed it. But you took the words right out of my mouth.
We'll see.
Thank you, Darth Sidious.
We'll see if Namor comes back in the next film.
Was Namor a bad guy or was he a good guy or was he like an anti-hero?
Originally, he was an anti-hero.
Okay.
Namor came out with Captain America in 1941.
Mm-hmm.
To be exact, he fought in World War II against the Germans and stuff like that. That's in the comic book series back in the original Captain America series. Namor came out with his own, they call him Submariner, back in the day, with his own comic book series too. Well, actually, quite a few comic book series about him.
Right.
In there. He even joined the Avengers at one time. So he's not really a hero, but he's what do you call him? He's kind of like a self-made god, really.
Well, yeah,
he's over 700 years old, which is really interesting for him to still be alive underwater like a fish. But he can breathe on air and also regular water, where his people can't only breathe water, not air, like he can.
Right.
But
that's true.
He's strong.
Yes.
He has a lot of power. He has a lot of knowledge, and he's smart. But
I think that guy who played him, his acting was really good. I enjoyed watching his character.
But his biggest problem is though is his rage, his madness of what had happened to him during the Spanish and the
Aztec Spanish
wars. Because, like I said, if you look at it, smallpox is what killed most of the people. It wasn't the wars; it was smallpox. But then, when they became enslaved, that's when he became enraged for his people, and he started killing everybody. Not his people, but the foreigners.
Well, anyway, overall, the acting was great. The special effects was spot on. I'm glad I saw it. I think I recommend everybody to go see it because it's a fun movie. Some of the action was over the top too. Yeah. It's just it's the storyline and the way they shoehorn the character, like Darth Sidious said. What bothered me, the tribute to Chadwick Boseman was great. Even the opening sequence was awesome, where it was only him and the Marvel thing. That was awesome. The end credit scene was great. Hey, I still gave it 4.25 stars. So all in all, other than that little thing, because I really liked that character when she was the techie nerd, his sister. Other than that, everything was great. It was great seeing his girlfriend, his wife back, and then we found out they had a kid. All of it was great. So curious to see what they're going to do in the future. It was very sad though that Chadwick passed away like that, such untimely. It reminds all of us to get checked out, right, man? We should all get, if you're over 50 or getting near 50, do that. He was in his 40s, right?
He was 43 when he passed
away. And actually, I think maybe at 40, you should get a colonoscopy done. I'm going to go get one soon. I'm encouraged to do that. I'm over 50 now. I think everybody needs to take care of yourself, take care of your health.
Mine's next year.
You've had one before, Captain Rickster.
They come back 10 years later. I was too clean.
Captain Rickster was too clean.
That's right. But all that gas I had.
Must not have been smelling very well.
But the next one that comes out for Marvel is in February, and it's the Ant-Man and Wasp.
Yes, that looks interesting. The Quantumania.
Quantumania, yeah.
That looks great.
In February of next year.
That looks very interesting. It's got some really big time actors in it. I can't wait to see that. It looks like a lot of fun. It has that guy that was at the end of Loki in it. Yeah. That Loki got rid of is in it.
Yep. Oh, and if people haven't heard, come November of next year, they're coming out with a new Godzilla movie from Toho.
Yeah, the original people that did Godzilla. I heard about that.
They're coming out with a new one, and then after that, they're coming out again with Godzilla in 2024.
Mr. Godzilla freak here.
I'm a Godzilla freak, so I know a lot about Godzilla.
No, he loves Godzilla. But a lot of encouragements. Go out and see Wakanda Forever, guys. It's a really good movie. Can't wait to see the last 2 episodes of Andor as well. You guys are making us very happy to be Star Wars fans. So
Yep.
thank you very much, everybody behind that. And everybody needs to say thank you not only to the creators of Andor, also to Kathleen Kennedy because she greenlighted it. People, when they see things they like, they don't remember that Kathleen Kennedy did create that too because she greenlit it. So Kathleen Kennedy, thank you for bringing us Andor. Thank you for everything you do for Lucasfilm and Star Wars. We appreciate you. Darth Sidious says before we go, are you streaming from DesignerCon at different times next week or normal show time? We will be streaming at different times from DesignerCon.
Yes, we will.
We're going to be streaming probably in the late morning on Friday. On Saturday, it's going to be in the morning or early afternoon. Sunday, it's going to be early morning. But we will do a stream every day. Because of it being at DesignerCon, we will not be during. Thank you for bringing this up. We won't be at our normal time at 3:30 Pacific time. So we will be putting on our Facebook. We'll give you guys a heads up before we go live. But Friday it's probably going to be late morning. Saturday late, probably afternoon, early afternoon. Sunday early morning. So. Bob has a question. Hey, Bob, I haven't seen you in a while. Saw Mando 3 since. Yes, Mando season 3 is coming out in February. Excited to see that. And also the Bad Batch season 2 is coming out, I think, in January, right?
Supposed to come out before Mando, yes.
Yeah, so I think in January. Or maybe it might come out sooner. Who knows? Who knows?
We're losing Andor Thanksgiving
after
weekend.
Thanksgiving, right?
And then there's nothing really until Bad Batch comes out, which is supposed to be in January.
Yeah.
Late December, early January, something like that.
Yeah.
That's what I heard.
Well, I mean, next year we got, Ahsoka.
Oh, yeah.
We got lots of stuff coming out.
A lot of stuff coming out next year.
I mean, it's really coming great. So, yes, I can't wait to see it all.
Yeah.
It all looks great. The new Mando season, oh, my Lord.
Yeah, it looks really
looks
great.
like they're going to be on Mandalore,
yeah.
Which looks great. I can't wait to see him redeem himself.
The previews are looking really good.
Oh, what we've seen so far looks great on Mandalorian. High hopes for everything, guys. Yeah. As we always say at All for Sci-Fi, go out and do one act of kindness this week. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be giving someone money. It doesn't have to be physical labor. It could be something as simple as picking up the phone and calling a friend you haven't talked to in 10 years and saying, hello, how are you doing? We're wanted to check in on you and see if you're okay. It might make someone's day. So, and it might make them think to make someone else's day. And I believe it makes the world a better place because it puts us all in the great mood that we need to help each other. May the force be with you always. Live long and prosper. God bless you.
Yep. As I say, have a great weekend or the rest of your weekend. Don't forget to come back next weekend because we're going to be at DesignerCon.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Have a lot of fun there. Anyway, have a great one.
We'll see you guys Friday late morning for the first walkthrough. We'll see you Saturday and we'll see you Sunday. We might bring a toy too on Saturday because we haven't done that in a while. And I like to give away toys and to everybody that watches us. So spread the word. Let everybody know about All for Sci-Fi.
We'll be there.
Everybody have a great week. See you this Friday.